Hey Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So without further ado, let's check out today's news. The Commanders' latest free agent signing could challenge for a roster spot and become a weapon. The Washington Commanders have made some notable undrafted free agent signings after the draft, but their latest has a chance to make the roster and become a real weapon. The Commanders signed former Alabama and Louisville wide receiver Ja'Cory Brooks as their latest notable undrafted free agent signing. Brooks began his career at the University of Alabama and finished with 57 receptions for 896 yards and 10 touchdowns in his 3-year career in Tuscaloosa, including a memorable touchdown in the Iron Bowl that forced overtime as a freshman. Brooks transferred to Louisville for his final college football season and ended up being a great weapon for quarterback Tyler Show, who was recently drafted 40th overall by the Saints. As the Cardinals' newest wide receiver, Brooks finished with 61 receptions for 1 through 13 yards and 9 touchdowns through the air. Ja'Cory stands out as a competitive catcher and was a nightmare in the air in 2024, with a 69.6% contested catch rate. Despite only running for 4.65 yards per 40-yard dash, Brooks is a real threat downfield due to his ability to steal coverage from pressure, as well as draw corners and get separation at the end of routes with the ball coming his way. He also has a great catch radius to use his body control to catch the ball in the air. Washington could easily keep 7 wide receivers this season, and Ja'Cory Brooks has a real shot at one of the last 2 spots behind McLaurin, Samuel, McCaffrey, Brown, and Lane. Brooks also has experience returning punts and kickoffs, which could give him an advantage when roster cuts are made. Jacksonville Jaguars to trade Travis Etienne to Washington Commanders. Heading into the 2025 NFL Draft, new general manager James Gladstone of the Jacksonville Jaguars made it clear that he was ready to make an impact in his first draft with the team. Just hours before the draft began, Diana Russini of The Athletic reported that the Jaguars were hoping to make the draft electrifying. Gladstone and the front office have stayed true to their word. To open the draft, the Jags made a blockbuster trade to acquire the number 2 pick, a pick they used to draft Colorado wide receiver center back Travis Hunter. They didn't stop there. Gladstone made 2 additional trades in the 3rd round of the draft. In all, Jacksonville will welcome 9 new players to the roster ahead of the 2025 season. This group is sure to change the trajectory of the team as it enters a new era under Gladstone and Liam Cohen Jaguars to trade Travis Etienne to Commanders. The Jaguars' 9-man rookie class includes a number of additions to the offense, most notably Hunter and 2 running backs, Paishul Tuten from Virginia Tech and LaQuint Allen from Syracuse. Tuten, a 4th-round pick, has a better chance to make an impact as a rookie than Allen, who was not picked until the 7th round. Free agent star. Not only does Tuten have a chance to make an impact on the roster in year 1, but his presence could be enough for the team to consider trading Travis Etienne. Jaguars trading Travis Etienne. In the last 2 years, Etienne has not lived up to the expectations of his first-round draft capital. He was productive and had a nose for the end zone in 2023, but he hasn't exactly been efficient. Things got worse in 2024, and Etienne was losing significant snaps and touches to Tank Bigsby. After a tough 2024 season, it wouldn't be surprising if the team views Etienne primarily as a receiver who can play as a runner. After all, that's how he was used down the stretch last year. Well, the team just added 2 capable receivers from the backfield in Tuten and Allen. Tuten recorded 50 receptions in his 2 years at Virginia Tech and didn't have a single drop in his final season. He's also the fastest running back in the class, running a 4.32-second 40-yard dash, and could provide much more explosiveness and burst than Etienne. Allen, on the other hand, is considered by some to be the best receiver in the class, with reasonable replacements on the roster and a looming contract extension for Etienne. It's in the front office's best interest to trade Etienne and get something in return, rather than letting him leave in free agency. Travis Etienne trade destination: Washington Commanders. If the front office in Jacksonville decides to aggressively pursue a trade for Etienne, they should give Adam Peters and the Washington Brass a call. Washington Commanders linked to possible signing of two-time Super Bowl champion in free agency. We have some hot news on the market for the Oval Ball. After completing the selection of their rookie class in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders continue to look for possible reinforcements to further strengthen their roster for next season. Even with the arrival of new talent, the board understands that there is room for improvement, especially at the pass rusher position. According to ESPN insider John Keim, a big name could appear on the franchise's radar: veteran Von Miller, former Buffalo Bills star, and two-time Super Bowl champion. According to Keim, Miller could be an important piece to reinforce the Commanders' defense, especially in pressuring the opposing quarterback. Search for experience in the pass rush. The need is clear. None of the Washington Commanders' current edge rushers have managed to surpass the 5.5 sack mark in the 2024 season. To make matters worse, the team lost Dante Fowler Jr., who led the team in sacks with 10.5 last year after his departure in free agency. Despite this, the team opted not to select a pass rusher in the last draft, preferring to bet on the existing depth on the roster and focusing on strengthening the defensive running game, which was a bigger problem last season. Still, Washington's front office showed interest in big names like DeMarcus Lawrence and Joey Bosa during the early free agency period, which shows that the desire to add veteran talent to the pass rushing group remains strong. With quality names still on the market, such as Zadarius Smith and Von Miller himself, the Commanders should continue to pay close attention to the offseason moves. The expectation is that the franchise could take advantage of opportunities to sign one or even two players to strengthen this vital part of the team. What would Von Miller bring to Washington? Despite being in the later stages of his career, Von Miller brings with him an impressive array of experience: 2 Super Bowl titles, multiple Pro Bowl selections, and a reputation as one of the most dominant pass rushers of the past decade. Even with recent injuries, the experience and leadership he could bring to the Commanders' locker room would be invaluable, in addition to his ability to still make an impact on the field. Stay tuned here for more updates on potential signings and all the moves the Washington Commanders make as they build their roster.